The Cows and the Tiger, a heartwarming story of unity and bravery once upon a time. In a lush green forest surrounded by tall trees and sparkling streams, there lived 4 cows who were the best of friends. Their names were Bella, Milo, Clover, and Finn. The cows were inseparable, grazing in meadows, drinking from rivers, and resting beneath the cool shade of the great oak tree. Their friendship was their greatest strength. The forest and its dangers. The forest was beautiful but dangerous. It was home to many predators, including a sly and cunning tiger. The tiger had been watching the cows for weeks. He wanted to make a meal of them, but there was one problem. The cows were always together. Whenever danger approached, the cows stood back to back, forming a strong circle with their sharp horns pointing outward. The tiger had tried many tricks to catch them off guard, sneaking through the tall grass, hiding in the trees, and even pretending to be asleep. But the cows were always alert, and their bond kept them safe.
Gar.
"I'll never catch them this way," the tiger growled angrily. "But one day, they'll make a mistake." The great argument. One sunny afternoon, Bella, Milo, Clover, and Finn were grazing peacefully in their favorite meadow. The sun shone brightly, the sky was blue, and a gentle breeze rustled through the tall grass. But then, something unexpected happened. Bella, the proud and headstrong cow, found a patch of grass she thought was the sweetest she'd ever tasted. "Oh, this is the best grass in the meadow," she declared, munching happily. "No, Bella," argued Milo. "You haven't seen the grass near the river. It's much greener." Clover snorted. "Both of you are wrong. I saw the softest, freshest grass near the forest's edge." Finn rolled his eyes. "You're all ridiculous. My spot, over by the hill, has the tastiest grass." The cows began to argue louder and louder. "Fine," Bella shouted. "If you think your grass is better, go graze there alone." "Fine," the others echoed. In their anger, they stomped off in 4 different directions, leaving the meadow behind. Each cow went to a different part of the forest, certain they were right. The tiger's opportunity. The sly tiger had been watching everything from the bushes. His golden eyes gleamed with excitement. "Finally," he whispered, "they've split up. Now, I can hunt them one by one." The tiger crouched low and crept silently through the grass, following the first cow, Milo, who had wandered near the river. The chase begins. Milo was busy munching on the river grass when he heard a faint rustling sound behind him. He turned his head and froze. The tiger was creeping up on him. With a loud roar, the tiger leapt from the bushes. "Run!" Milo bellowed, his hooves splashing through the shallow water. He sprinted up the riverbank, weaving through the reeds and tall grass. The tiger chased after him, growling loudly. Milo's heart pounded in his chest. "I need to get back to my friends," he thought. Bella's discovery. Meanwhile, Bella had wandered to a sunny hilltop. She was enjoying the sweet grass when she noticed something strange. A flock of birds suddenly flew out of a nearby tree, squawking loudly. Bella's ears perked up. She looked around and saw the tiger's shadow slinking through the grass. "Oh no!" Bella gasped. "Something's wrong." Bella remembered her friends and immediately felt a pang of regret. "We should have stayed together," she whispered. "I need to warn the others." She turned and began galloping back toward the meadow. Clover's clever escape. Clover had wandered to the edge of the forest. She was nibbling on soft grass when she heard Milo's cry echo faintly in the distance. She lifted her head and looked around cautiously. Suddenly, she spotted the tiger leaping out of the bushes toward her. Thinking quickly, Clover darted into a narrow path between 2 large rocks. The tiger followed, but he got stuck. "Huh," Clover laughed. "Too big for your own good, aren't you?" She squeezed through and ran as fast as her legs could carry her, heading back to the meadow to find her friends. Finn's brave decision. Finn, the calmest of the cows, had been grazing near the hill. He heard the sound of the tiger's growl and saw Bella racing toward him. "Bella, what's wrong?" Finn asked. "It's the tiger," Bella shouted. "He's hunting us. We have to find Milo and Clover." Finn nodded firmly. "Let's go together. We're stronger when we're united." The two cows ran back toward the meadow, calling for their friends. The final stand one by one, the cows reunited in the meadow. Clover burst through the trees, panting. "The tiger's chasing us," she cried. "And we let him divide us," Milo added, joining the group. "But we're together now." The four cows stood back to back, forming their familiar circle. They faced the bushes, their sharp horns ready. The tiger, panting and tired, stepped out from the shadows. "Grr." "You again," the tiger growled. "Leave us alone," Bella shouted. "We won't be fooled again." The tiger growled one last time, but knew he was outmatched. Together, the cows were too strong and too brave for him. With a frustrated roar, he slinked back into the forest, defeated. The lesson learned, the four cows watched the tiger disappear, their hearts still racing. They looked at each other, realizing how foolish their fight had been. "I'm sorry," Bella said softly. "I should never have argued with you all." "We're sorry too," Clover added. "We're much stronger when we stick together." From that day on, Bella, Milo, Clover, and Finn promised never to let anything divide them again. They stayed close, always watching out for one another, and the tiger never dared to bother them again.